Alright, here are a few of the ones that some of the students asked about, and I'll post these things so everybody can see them. Number 31 was the first one. Miss Hartley's foreign language class, students must take both the written exam and oral exam. The past 85% pass the written exam, so that's kind of a key thing we want to keep in mind. 85% pass written, 70% of those who pass the written exam also pass the oral exam. Based on the figures, how many students in a group of 100 students would you expect to pass both? Alright, well, let's first focus on how many are going to pass the written exam. 85% pass the written, so 85% of 100 means we've got 85 students that have the potential to pass both tests because they've passed the written one. And then of that 85, 70% will pass the second exam. So we just have to take 70% of 85. Now I don't have my calculator with me, but whatever number that comes out to be should be your answer. So let's do it real quick. 85 times 7. 35, carry your 3, 56, 59. So 59.5, or about 60 students. Next problem that we had questions on was number 35. From 35, triangle ABC, so let's draw that one, is similar. That means it's proportional to triangle XYZ. AB is 5 when BC is 8. AC is 3. So this on this side, this has to be 3x, 5x, and 8x. Okay, so it'd all be in proportion. If the longest side of x, y, z, which I had to be this side, is 20 inches long, what is the perimeter in inches of x, y, z? Oh, I guess we forgot what our proportionality constant is, so we divide by 8. Divide by 4, that's 5 halves, so we just have to take everything by 5 over 2. So this is 25 halves, and this is 15 halves. So if we add up the 20, the 25 halves, the 15 halves, 25 halves and 15 halves is 40 over 2, which is 20, and 20 plus the third side, this is the third side, so I'm just adding up all these circled numbers here. Gives us a total of 40. I'm guessing with our coefficient of proportionality, once we found that to be 5 over 2 or 2.5, we could have also found the perimeter of ABC. 13 plus 3 is 16. That's right, 11, 16. And we could have taken the 16 times the constant of proportionality, 5 over 2. 2 goes into 16. 8 times 5 is also 40, so we could have solved the problem that way. We're running low on battery power, so I'm going to have to go quick. Problem number 36. A, B, B, C, C, D, D of the square A, B, C, D, broken up into points to be x as shown. AB is 6 units long. What is the area in square inches of this shaded region? Some stuff they don't really talk about down here is these right here. They tell you dz is x and dy is x. Because of the symmetry of the problem, we can tell this side is also x. So we've got this 2x and x pattern going all the way around the outside. Okay. So a quick and easy way to do this is, well, not quick and easy, but this is 2x and this is x, and this side is the same thing up here, so this is 2x plus x has to equal 6. 3x equals 6, so x has to equal 3. Once we know x is 3, we can find these area of these triangles right here. Okay, this side is sorry, x is not 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So this is 4 tall, and the base of this is just 2. So we can use the Pythagorean Theorem. That's correct. So we'll go 1/2 base down here of 2 times height is 4. So the area of each triangle is 4. So this is 4, 4, 4, and 4. That's the area in square inches, or whatever units this thing is measured in. The area of, let's see if we can highlight it here so we can see it. The area of this entire square is length times width, or 6 times 6, or 6 squared, 36 square inches. We subtract off the area of all of these little triangles here, and there's 4 of them. So we have 4 of those triangles. Each triangle is 4, that's 16. We subtract those 2 and we're left with 20. So we found the area of the big square. We subtracted off these little triangles, and that left us with just the area of the shaded region in the center, the purple region, which is the 20. So H. So to recap, this is the area of the big square. This is the area of all 4 triangles added together. Subtracting those leaves the area of just the square in the center. The next one, number 40 it looked like. For the two functions f of x and g of x, tables of values are shown. What is the value of f, or the g of f, of -1? So if we look at, first we want to start on the inside, and it says, what's the f of -1? The f of -1, 2. So f takes -1, it maps it to 2. Then we want to take that 2 and plug it into function g. So we go, g takes 2 and makes it a 3. So g takes the 2 that came out of function f and makes it into a 3. So our answer is J, 3. We don't have to find the equations to determine what the f, or the g of f, of -1 is. Next one, problem 42. Formula for the area of triangle, 1/2 height times b1 plus b2. Parallel sides and h's side. Which of the following is the expression for b1? So they just want you to take this equation and solve it for b1. A good way to look at this is what's being done to b1. b1 has b2 added to it, then it's multiplied by h, and then it's multiplied by 1/2. So we just work in opposite order. Okay, I want to divide by 1/2 first. That's the same thing as multiplying both sides by 2. Then I want to divide away the h. And then I want to subtract the b2. And so b1 is 2a over h minus b2. Now you'll notice, no, they do have it in there. Okay, I thought they may have gotten a common denominator on the b2 and written it as one single fraction. There's our solution. Next one, number 50. Value of a right cylinder, circular cylinder, is v equals pi squared h. And they tell us what each of those things mean. The tanker truck, shown below, has a diameter of, oops, I forgot my r squared in there. Better rewrite that equation correctly. Pi r squared h. So it's the area of the end times height. Alright, so let's find the volume of water first, because they want us to find actually how much it weighs. They tell us 1 cubic meter is approximately a ton, 2,205 pounds. So let's find our volume. Pi times radius. Our radius is only 1.5. They give us diameter. Height means length in this equation, so 10. The weight in pounds of the water cargo is. So this is pi times 2.25. Alright, so it looks like they went in, let's look at, we'll put this in green so we can see it. Let's look at the CDs here. The CDs, they went from 93 to 97, so their pattern, we can notice they went from 7 per year to 15 per year. That's an increase of 8 over a 4-year period. So they went 7, 9, 11, 13, then 15. This was 93, 94, 95, 96, and 97. Okay? And then we'll do the same thing with the video games. The video games, let's do that in green. 6 to 18 is a difference of 12 over a 4-year period, so they went up by 3 each year. So they went 6, 9, 12, 15, then 18. Now, assuming they increase the scenario, what year do the teenagers buy the same average CDs as video games? So it looks like in that first year, they both did, and that was 94. So in 1994, they had exactly the same average number that they purchased. Okay, let's see, that's 53. 57 was the next one that we had a question on. A is inversely proportional to B. As soon as you see the statement A is inversely proportional to B, you should write A equals B over K. Okay, direct proportion is A equals K times B. Inversely proportioned, and I've written that wrong. Inversely proportioned is A equals K over B. Sorry. What inversely proportioned means is that as A gets bigger, B gets bigger rather, A gets smaller, or vice versa. If A got bigger, B would get smaller. So that's an inverse proportion. They do the opposite of each other. Okay. It also means, and I think possibly more importantly, is that A times B is K. And this K value you keep using is just a constant. Okay, so it's the same for all A and B values. And it says here when A is 36 and A is 36 when B is 12. Okay, this tells us what our K value is, whatever 36 times 12 is. Oops, I'll grab my calculator for that. 36 times 12, 432. Okay, it's always going to be equal to 432. Next, what is the value of A when B is 48? So again, A equals K, but we know K now. And it says the value of A when B is 48. So we'll plug 48 in for B. And solving that, looks like A is going to be equal to E, 9. Another way to do this is go, since AB is always constant, take the first A value and B value and multiply them and set it equal to the second A value and B value. A times B should always equal the same thing. And 58. Let's see here. I don't have 58 on a separate slide, so I'll clean this up here and we'll do 58 next. Let's see if we can cut all that stuff out of there. Alright, problem 58. For what, C, will there be two distinct real solutions? You will definitely see something like this on the ACT. That's an x plus c equals 0. What we want to look at is the discriminant in the quadratic formula. If you don't remember what the discriminant is, I will tell you real quick. There's the quad formula. The discriminant is this stuff right here. And they want two real solutions. That means the stuff under here, b squared minus 4ac, has to be greater than 0. We want positive numbers under there. If it's a positive number, the value of the discriminant, then we're going to have two positive real answers, and they'll be different. If it were to equal 0, we only get one solution. So we got to make sure b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. They tell us what A is, up here is 5, tell us what B is, and C is our question mark. So we go 16 squared, that's B squared, minus 4 times A times C. We want that greater than 0. 16 squared is, I should have that one memorized, but I don't. I know that one, 256. Minus 20c is greater than 0. Negative 20c is greater than negative 256. Careful here now, we divide by negative 20. That flips our inequality. So c is less than, notice the flip, it was greater than, now c is less than 256 divided by 20, 12.8. And so c is less than 12.8. Which of the following values is c? So anything less than 12.8. Oh gosh, only one answer. Though they actually have two, unless I've done some math wrong. Oh, no, will there be two distinct real solutions? 14, 15, 60 are out. I'll pause it and see if I can find out what's wrong, because 12 is also less than 12.8. Well, find a mistake in our math. They have as the answer C, and C is certainly the safest choice. But 12 is less than 12.8 as well, so G ultimately is an answer as well. I think they have a mistake. And that's it. I'll post this, and hopefully it helps.